For this episode of Real People, we are talking with entrepreneur A. Stratton. A. Stratton also has a nonprofit that he wants to tell us about.
Yes, my nonprofit is called Youth ELM.
All right, and so what is the focus of Youth ELM?
So Youth ELM is targeted at young youth that are in inner city that are high risk in violent neighborhoods.
All right, and so what is the service or skill that Youth ELM provides for you?
So Youth ELM is broken down to the word youth and the word ELM. The word ELM means ELM, which is teaching kids how to be entrepreneurs, leaders, and mentors.
Okay, all right. So those are three crucial areas for young people. So I'm gonna ask you to break it down, okay? So what is the entrepreneur element of the program?
So the entrepreneur part is, I'm a leather fashion designer. So I also teach kids how to become entrepreneurs through the form of press and print. I teach kids how to start their business by either starting their own clothing line or taking press and print and being able to go out and get contracts from different businesses to do their contractual press and print.
All right, so now we're gonna get to the leadership part. How do you help them learn how to become leaders?
So during that phase of teaching them the entrepreneur part, we jump right into leadership by giving them different tours and different jobs and details, and I put different consultants in front of them and different exercises that will build their strength and leadership.
All right, so tell me if I'm wrong, but that leads into the M, the mentorship.
It doesn't lead to it. That is a separate element.
Okay.
The mentorship is to make sure that it's a revolving door back to teaching the next kids that are in front of them. So they have the job of not only becoming, once I teach them how to be entrepreneurs and leaders, now they have the job of teaching the kids that are in front of them or behind them, to teach them, listen, you need to learn how to become an entrepreneur. You need to learn how to become a leader. So they pass it forward, okay, and we keep the cycle going.
Okay, so on a lot of the interviews, I do talk with people, and we talk about organic type of mentorship, and we also talk about things that are intergenerational, and I see that's a big advantage in your program, because young people, they tend to listen to people closer to their age. Okay, however, the wisdom comes from people that's a couple of levels above them. Okay, and it's in order to pass that down. All right, so what made you decide to start this program?
So my background is grim in the sense that growing up in a bad neighborhood, I grew up in the projects, and at a very young age, I caught a case and I was sentenced to a 20-year federal sentence. So I made a conscious decision when I caught that sentence to change my life. And the only way you can change your life and when you get a sentence is you have to make that conscious decision yourself. The system will not change you. Only you can change you. So when I made that decision, I started doing things to build me, and I started practicing what I preach as far as wanting to learn about fashion and learn about teaching kids. I learned a lot of things in there, and then I said, okay, when I get out here, I'm going to teach these kids. What gave me the element to be able to teach them is that I know the streets.
Okay.
I can relate with them in the streets. Although I'm a lot older, I'm able to use them to teach me to how to teach them. Mm-hmm. And that's my secret weapon. Okay. I use them to teach them.
Okay. So one of my backgrounds is education. And I'll say this, I didn't sign up to be a teacher. I didn't go to school to be a teacher. I just kind of ended up teaching. But what you said about learning from the young people,
Yes.
once you hear what they say, okay, then you can steer them in the right direction. So when we talk about intergenerational learning, the program that you're doing is very crucial, really for every neighborhood. All right, so what I'd like for you to do is tell some of the young people out here, some of the parents out here, like how can they connect with your organization?
Oh, so I'm really easy to get in touch with. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and I also have a website at Stratton. That's ASTRATTON. So it's easy. The kids, they get in touch with me through Instagram and they take my class, and it's great because we stay in touch together. And I leave that open door to them so that even once they learn how to do the press and print, and they do it whether they're starting their own line or whether they're getting these contracts with these different companies and they're pressing for them, they still hit me back on the straight on the DM. If you're a little bit older and you want your kids to get involved, hit me on Facebook or go straight on our website, hit me directly on there, and it's easy, Stratton.
Okay, now, before we wrap this up, I need to know, what is the future? What is the future of the program? Where do you want to take it?
I want to see, right now I'm housing like about 3 classes a week at about, because of COVID-19, about 12 students at a time is my capacity at my space, but it rotates and I'm never running out of students. If you have an organization or if you have just your child personally, you should get in touch with me because this is the future. They love the press and print, and it's it's immediate residual income. It's residual and it's immediate. So my future is to give these kids the opportunity to get to me so that I can teach them this, and then they can go to the next level. They can have an option. They don't have to do whatever it is they're doing that's illegal or corrupt, or they have an immediate option. I want to give them an immediate option. That is my goal right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, listen, this is a beautiful program, and definitely wish you much success. And we're going to try to help you expand it as much as possible.
Great.
And folks, just so you know, this is part of his work here. Okay, he's contributed to NGTV. Listen, a lot of skills. And so here on the Real People Show, we always going to be featuring people who are doing positive things, great things in the community. And we want to have you come back and actually talk about your business, the leather business, on the next go round. Okay, so listen, give that information again for the folks who want to connect with you.
So I'm easy to get in touch with. I'm Stratton, I'm the Leather King, but on all social medias and platforms, you will find me at Stratton. That's ASTRATTON.com or Instagram.
All right. Thanks
for having me here.
Okay, now. Hey, let's see what we got here.
It wasn't on.